All right, well, my name's Ryan Malloy, and today I'm going to be presenting my project over Newton's first law of motion and also what comes with that, and that's going to be mass and inertia. So if you look, we have two different balls, and then I am going to be applying a force on each of them that's equal, and we can kind of see what happens from there. As you know, Newton's first law states that an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by another force, and then an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon as well. And then we have to go into inertia as well. And inertia is basically how much an item wants to resist movement. And that is actually a property based off an item's mass. So if we look at these two balls, one is smaller, more dense, and then one is hollow and larger, and we will see what happens. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and apply the force on the golf ball and make sure everything's lined up real quick. And then we'll go here and go back, and boom. And it probably would have went a little bit further, but I would say we got a good 2 or 3 feet out of it. And then let's try the same thing with the soccer ball. All right, there, move it back, and it barely moved at all. So the difference between these is gonna be the mass. Obviously this one's much heavier than the golf ball is. And then when we think about these practically, the soccer ball, you don't want to be, every time you hit it, going hundreds of yards. Whereas with this golf ball, kind of the goal with it is every time you have a chance to drive it, you're gonna want to drive that hundreds of yards and make it go as far as possible. So like the practicality of each of these balls is a little bit different, and their jobs are different. And it's kind of awesome that physics comes into play and looks at that, and it's a good example of day-to-day life physics. Well, that is my project, and thank you so much for your 2 to 3 minutes that you've spent with me.